So let me say this. I'm one who never gets overly confident or overly optimistic when it comes to the Green Bay Packers, my Green Bay Packers, because I've been burned so many times by them, especially, after their Super Bowl run when they didn't have as much of a complete team, and I started to really get myself to believe that, okay, they can potentially make a run at the Super Bowl, even though I knew probably wasn't going to happen. But I let myself believe that. So I've been burned a couple times. The most notable one was when they shouldn't have made the NFC Championship game a couple years ago, and they got blown out by the Atlanta Falcons. But I'm here to say it this year. There are 4 teams left in the NFL playoffs. Packers, Bills, Chiefs, Bucks. Packers are the best team. They're the best team left in the NFL. And yeah, I'm a fan, but I'm telling you, I promise you, if I didn't wholeheartedly believe this, I wouldn't say it. I mean, the Achilles heel for them in the beginning of the season, the first half of the season, was the defense. Literally, I'm in Packers fans groups where they were calling for Pettine's head. And I said, you got to give him a shot, because he was the only reason we made the NFC Championship last year. That defense was the only reason. The offense wasn't great last year. So he really helped LaFleur look good his first year. But now, I mean, they're coming in right now currently. They are on a 7-game winning streak. Their last loss was to the Colts in a game that honestly probably should have won. Offense went stagnant in the second half, and then even in overtime when they were going to drive downfield because they figured it out again offensively, MVS fumbled the ball, and it is what it is. But that is the last loss. That was back in November. They've won 7 in a row. Their defense has not given up more than 24 points in that stretch. Their last 4 games, including this past week against the Rams, they haven't given up more than 20. Their defense is playing right now. And a big reason to that, obviously, Zadarius Smith is just as good as he was last year. He's having just as good of a season. The big key for them is halfway through the year, Rashawn Gary really decided that he was going to step up, and that really helped Preston Smith out, who was struggling a little bit. So now Preston Smith is popping, not as much as last year, but Rashawn Gary's popping way more than he did last year. Kevin King is a big physical cornerback. Their secondary is not afraid to tackle people. Jair Alexander is a great coverage cornerback, but he's not a big fella. He's like 5'11", maybe 190, maybe. And he's not afraid to come up and tackle someone. That defensive line, I think, again, Snacks Harrison getting in the rotation, but just to be able to spell Kenny Clark and Dean Lowry is good news for that run defense, which looks like they're going to need this week against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Offensively, obviously Devontae Adams is still doing his thing, but I mean, Matt LaFleur is just in a zone with his play calling right now, just in a zone, just getting guys open, something that he was not able to do consistently last year. And their running game, that is another big thing offensively, their running game, and it's no longer just Aaron Jones. It's a 3-headed attack. It's Aaron Jones, it's Jamal Williams, and it's second-round pick, who I was very critical of, A.J. Dillon. And they're going to wear on teams, so now they can beat you. Like, you can't play one side of the ball. Like, okay, if you're going to put 6 or 7 in the box, they're going to run it. If you're going to put 8 in the box, Aaron Rodgers is going to pick you apart, pick your poison here. And it's not just, and they all their running backs, Jones, Williams, Dillon, they run hard. They run with bad intentions. Like, this team is set up to succeed. And the teams left. Now, granted, the Tampa Bay Bucks did have a good performance against Alvin Kamara, but the Saints ain't the Packers. The Saints ain't the Packers. You don't need to respect the deep ball against the Saints like you do against Green Bay. We all saw Drew Brees can't throw it more than 35 yards. That's probably why he's retiring. Like, you can't just come up and say, okay, we're going to put 8-9 in the box, stop the run, because Aaron Rodgers will pick you apart, and it will be a long day for you. And I know earlier in the season, Tampa Bay's defense made Aaron Rodgers look like a scrub. He might have had his worst game of his career, earlier in the season against the Tampa Bay Bucks. That might be the best game the Bucks defensively have played, although yesterday against the Saints was a very good. That had to be up there. It's the linebacker I'm drawing a blank. 45, Devin White. He is a stud, and he's going to be a problem. And Aaron Rodgers is probably going to identify him every play. He's going to make sure that he knows where 45 is, and Antoine Winfield is a great young secondary, but he's still a rookie, and Aaron Rodgers is still one of the best to ever sling a pigskin. So this game's going to be good, and I imagine against the Bucks, Aaron Rodgers is going to be a little pissed off with how the first meeting went with them, and he's been on a revenge tour all season, and I think he's going to be on a revenge game this week coming up. And then those AFC teams, the Bills are winning, they're surviving, and I love the Bills. They're surviving, but they're not. They scored 17 against the Ravens. Ravens have a good defense. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, who knows, he was in concussion protocol. Are they even going to have Patrick Mahomes this week? That's a Super Bowl I want to see. I'd be okay with either one, actually. Rodgers versus Allen, Rodgers versus Mahomes, but right now it looks like Chad Henne might play. Might be Josh Allen versus Chad Henne in the AFC Championship game. Obviously, that does not bode well for Kansas City, but even with Patrick Mahomes, I don't think there's a team. I don't think you're lining up a team better than the Green Bay Packers right now. And again, I know I'm a fan, but that is big for me to say because I am the most pessimistic person when it comes to the Green Bay Packers because I don't want to get my hopes up just to be disappointed. And I'm getting my hopes super high because I'm thinking Super Bowl. I'm thinking that trophy is coming back to Titletown. Could be wrong, but to me, on paper and what I've been watching, Packers, best team left in the NFL. Probably this should be the Super Bowl favorites. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm an idiot? Do you think Tampa Bay is going to smoke them? Bills Mafia, are they the best team? I imagine Bills Mafia is going to say that they're the best team. Shout out to Bills Mafia for donating to Lamar's charity. Love you guys. Love that fan base. But to me, if you're calling me, if I have to put my money on the best team, Super Bowl, if I have to put money down on a Super Bowl champ, I'm putting it on Green Bay right now. No doubt.